Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker back again with another Iron Maiden song, just for a change. And I know a lot of you have been saying, why is it taking so long? Well, I'm not going to apologise. Eventually I'm going to cover all of them. But this has been requested an awful lot, so I thought I would put this in the ever-growing number of Maiden lessons that we have here on this channel. Killers, of course. A great workout for the Iron Maiden Gallop. You are going to be looking at all of the various parts between Dave Murray and also Adrian Smith. I ain't doing the guitar solos per usual on this. There's enough to do just playing all the different parts and enough to do just getting that Iron Maiden Gallop going. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, hi, great to see you. I know you're going to enjoy this. If you are an Iron Maiden fan, who wouldn't? Please, 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 click on that like button. Once you've gone through it, let's do it. Actually, do it now. Once you start going through the lesson, please click on that like button. If you're watching this, and I know there's an awful lot of you out there who are not yet subscribers, I think it's something like 80% of people are watching the channel and continually coming back, but you haven't subscribed yet. Please, please, please. Take this time now, if you could just click on that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything, but you'll have my undying support and we can really bring this channel up and we can start to move forward and do a lot more songs on here. I've got lots of plans, but really I just want to bolster this channel and really make this something that you're all going to enjoy. So please, 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 click on that subscribe button. Click on the like button and let's really get this channel moving forward. Well, that's me humble begging. Let's move forward and let me show you how to play Killers. So don't go away.
Preview.
Now, if anybody has watched my previous video Prowler, you'll see I made reference to a technique that Dave Murray plays quite often on the early albums, and here is another example of it in the opening phrase of Killers. He is just starting doing a tremolo between 5 and 7 on the low E string, so you get this. He's just holding that and playing that for 4 bars, and then he hits an E and takes a slide out, another slide out, and then finally, so we've got 3 slides from an E5 just sliding down the fretboard, and then we are into the main part of the intro and verse section. Let's break down exactly what is going on through that passage. It's not the easiest passage to play. It did take me some time to work through that. It's not too bad at a mid-tempo, but the tempo you've got to play this out on the track does make it a little bit hard to play. First part I got, though, is relatively easy. We are going to be playing across the G, B and E string in all of this. And the first part that we're going to do is an open E string, and then we're going to play 9 on the G, and then 8 on the B string. So I get this. Now I'm going to play that passage, the 3 strings down, I'm going to play that 16 times. So you have to keep count. Actually, when you play along with the record, you can hear the changes of the chords that's being played behind with the bass and also what Dave Murray's doing, so it's not too bad. Playing it by yourself, you've got to count. Now, from the 16th, we go into this change of the chords that I just demoed through. So the first one that we're going to do, we're going to put our 3rd finger on 10th fret, and we're just going to play B and open E string. So we're playing 10B to the open E string, And then I'm going G, B, E, so it's 9, 10 open. Then I do the B and the E, and then another 2. Then I'm going to play 8 on the high E string, to the 9 on the G, and then I've got an open E to 8 on the E, back to the 9, and then again open to the A, to the 9. And then I've got this little line here that is 8, 7 on the E, to 10, 8 on the B, and I repeat that. Then I go back to the 9, 10, and again starting off with the B, to the G, B, E, B, E, G, B, E twice, and then I repeat. And then that riff. Now, I then go back to that 9 and 10 shape, and I'm going to play B and E, and then G, B, E. Then I go back to the 9 on the G string, cross to an open E, and then I pick up the original phrase, which was that 9, 8 on the B and open E, back into. Again, we play through that whole sequence. So, first part is relatively easy, but when we start getting that move, now some of you just leap into it, just play it straight off, but when I was playing that, I found that hard to get that switch. Again, you see how I messed that one up. I instinctively wanted to start playing a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with a different pattern, but again that, and then that switch. It's one of them that uses that favourite word of mine, practice. Running through that backwards and forwards. But that is the sequence that is being played by Adrian Smith through that section where we hear the different chords that are being played by Dave Murray, which is what we're going to look at now. Next part, he uses sliding 5 chords, so let me just play it through and then I'll just show you exactly what's going on there. Okay, what I'm doing there, I'm playing from what would be a G to an A, but I'm playing across the D and the G string on all of these riffs. So I'm playing 5, 7, sliding up to 7, 9. Then I'm going to play 7, 9, 10. Again, all slide. And then I do a 10 to a 5. And then back up and repeat that 5 to 7. And I just repeat the whole phrase, so I get. Now instead of going back up, what I do, I just go to an E5 power chord. And he holds that for 3 more bars. And there he goes back and does another bar of the. Back to your E's. It's got a break for 2 bars, and then we back into. Repeats. Right, now we switch to the distorted guitar, and we are into the Iron Maiden Gallop. Now I'm just going to play this opening section of the verse line. Right, so we are starting off with the famous Iron Maiden Gallop. Now, let's just take this a little bit slower, because I'm always being asked, how do you play the Gallop? So I thought I'd just take this opportunity just to kind of show you what we are playing through the Gallop. Now, I've always thought of this, whenever I first heard it, is Bonanza, the old TV Western that was out in the 70s. What we get in Bonanza, we get this theme. Now, that is exactly the same what we're going to be playing through on the Iron Maiden Gallop. So what we are playing is down, 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 down. But what we're doing is we are playing, we start off with a, so I play an E5, then I've got 2 7s, and then I've got the power chord, so I get this. And that gives us that gallop, that. Using the alternating picking, down, 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 down. Now that is the typical Iron Maiden Gallop. So you get that power chord, 2 7s, or depending what chord you're playing in, but in this case you got the E5, and then 2 7s, power chord. The Gallop. Now we're going to play that for 2 bars in this sequence. So we get a, and then we got this riff. What I'm playing there, I'm on the D string start with, and I'm doing a 9-7 to 9 on the A, and I play that 3 times. Then I've got 9-7, 9-7 on the D twice. Back to the 9 on the D, and then to a 10. And then we repeat that whole section 3 times. Now, Dave Murray, from what I can tell listening to the track, for the first part, he's playing a harmonic over what Adrian Smith is doing over that E5. And what I think he's doing, it's a little bit hard to hear in the mix, is he's playing a 9, he's playing across the G string, he's playing a 9 using a harmonic. Then he plays 7, and then he plays a 5. So he's got... And then he plays this riff. And then he joins in playing what Adrian Smith is doing over that E5 chord. But he plays that riff that I've just done, which is on the D string 5-4, 5 on the A string, 3 times. Then you play a 5-4-5 on the D, and then a 5 on the A string, and then back to the 5 on the D string, going to a 7. Now you could substitute, if you wanted, the 5 on the A to an open string. Personal choice. Either one's right. I'm still playing the same A note. So whichever one you prefer, you can play it. And of course, like I said, then he goes back and he joins Adrian Smith playing over the E chord with that riff. Now the next part goes like this. Now, that's a good workout over the Gallop. So we are starting off on the C. We're just playing the note actually on this. We're not playing the full C5 chord. So we are playing one bar, going up to an E5 there. So I'm doing 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 7. And we do a whole bar. E5, then we go back to the 3, up to a G, so we're on 10 and 12, and then we continue. So we got to pause, and then we go back down to the C, and we repeat that move up from the 3 to the 5 to the 7. Back down to the 3. And then to a B. Now let me just do that nice and slow. So now we close that section of this verse with this little turnaround riff, which I'm just going to play for you now. And then it goes back to, and we play that whole section all over again. So the riff, we start off on the D string and we are playing 3 9s going to a 7. 9 on the A, 7 on the E. We then repeat the first part where we're doing the 3 9s to the 7, to the 9 on the A. This time we go to an 8 on the E. We move up and we are on 10th fret going to 8, and we play 3 10s to the 8, and then we got a 10 and 10 on the A and D, the A and the E. To finish off, we move up to the 12 and we do 3 12s to the 10, and then 12 on the A, and then we go back and we repeat that whole section again. Now we are into the riff section. So the riff goes like this. And we're going to repeat that 4 times. When I'm playing that, I'm starting off with a full tone bend on the 17th fret of the G string. So what we're playing there, we start off with a full tone bend on 17th fret on the G string. Back to the 17, and then I have got 3 16s down to 3 14s. Change over to the D string on the 17th fret, 3 17. And then I've got a 16 on the D, 2 17s, back to the 16, and finish on the 17 on the A string. And we play that 4 times. Let's have a look what Dave Murray is doing on the harmony on that. So Dave Murray is playing this. While I'm doing that, I'm on the 14th fret, still at exactly the same phrasing. Full tone bend on 14 on the G. Back to the 14, and then I'm playing 3 12s, 3 11s. These are both on the G string. I cross over to the D string and I'm playing 3 14s. And then on the D, I'm doing 12, 2 14s, back to the 12, finishing on a 14. Said you're going to play that 4 times. Now we've got a rather fun chord progression we got to play. What I'm doing, I'm going to play it through and then we'll break it down bar by bar. And quite a bit of movement around there. So we start off with a G5. And then we've got 3 A5s. Move across onto the A string and we're going to play E5. And we're going to play again. This is kind of like your Iron Maiden shuffle, but we've got 3. Then we're going to move down to the D5 and we're going to play that twice. And then we move up to the E5 and we just play that twice. So that part. Then we go back and we play at the G again. To the A 3 times. Go up to the E5, we're going to play that 3, going down to the D5. And then we've got this. So I'm going. Now when we come back up to that, we've got 2 E's. Going back to a G. Now we're going to repeat that first one at this part. So we get that. So let me just play that back in, how we get that quick change on that E. So the second one goes. Hear that? On that little E. And then back. Then we go back to the G. And then we're just going to play an A 3 times. And then we go back to the Iron Maiden shuffle, but this time we're going to play it over an F chord. And it goes like this. Again, another great workout for the Iron Maiden Gallop. So we started off on this F chord and we're playing nearly 2 bars, but there's a little change towards the end of the bar. So we start off on the F. Go to the G, so it's. And we get another bar and a half. And what I did from the G, I'm playing 1, 2, 3. And then we go down to that. Back to the F. G. And now the second time round we do a D. So now we've got another extended gallop section. There's quite a few chord changes on this, but it is keeping that gallop going throughout. But I really would suggest that you follow this through with a tablature sheet. But it goes like this. Okay, what I'm starting off there, I have got 2 bars on the E5 chord. And And then I've split a bar across C and D, C5 and D5. Then I've got another bar of E. And there's a little kick. Back to the C, split with the D. One bar over the E. And then I go down to an A5. Passing chord to a C. Then I go to a G5, split the bar to a B5 to an A. Got a little passing that little tone there on the G to A. C, G, B, A. And from there we are into Adrian Smith's solo. Behind the solo, Dave Murray is playing that section that we've already covered, which was with these quick chord changes, which is that. And from there, we go to a B5, and we got 2 bars on the B5 doing the Maiden Gallop. Followed by this riff. And what I'm doing there, I am on the D string doing a 2-4-5, 2-4-5 on the G. Across to the B, I do a 3-5, and then I've got 3 hammer on pull off to 3 on the B. To 4 on the G, up to 7 fret, full tone bend, and then release. And then we go back to the gallop over an E5 chord. And once we've gone back to that gallop, we've actually covered all of the parts of the song. From here on in, we are just going to repeat sections that we've already done. Because what we do, we go back to another verse, which is over that Iron Maiden Gallop over the E with that riff. Play through all of that section, and we just continue playing all the way through. We've got that section, and then we go to the 3. Play through all of that section as well. So if you follow down the sheet music, you'll see it just repeats and repeats all of that way through, everything that we've covered prior to that. And then we are just into the outro section phase, which is what we'll just look at now. So we pick up the outro going from that. Right. To the E, over the B, then we do a C, to a D, and then we pick up the gallop again over the E5 for 2 bars, and then we got this riff. And that riff is on the B string, it's just a 12-10. To 11 on the G string, and we are just going to play that 3 times, and then we cross over to the high E string. We are going to play a 10, then B string 13, 12, 10, finishing on 12 on the G, and then we just got these 2 E5s. Well, that is the end of the song. I do hope you've enjoyed learning how to play all the various parts of Killers. I know at the end of this you are going to be superb at playing the Iron Maiden Gallop. If you did enjoy this, please click on that like button. If you're not already a subscriber and you've enjoyed learning this lesson, please, please, please help support me. Click on that subscribe button. Of course you're going to benefit because you're going to be notified whenever I'm posting any of these new songs. But at the end of the day, it really is just going to support this channel. Aiming to get to the 10,000 subscribers. Really do appreciate those who have subscribed. But if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, and I know there's an awful lot of you out there, please, please, please click on the subscribe button. Help support my future endeavours. Anyway, I will let you go this time. So till the next time, this is Jeff Sinker, wishing you well, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Until then, goodbye.